Okay, all good on your end to go live there? All right. All right, we are live. Welcome to the Maselli Show. Start my hair out fresh out of the shower. I'm going to have to start getting ready a couple hours earlier rather than just an hour earlier. Ain't it funny? But you know what? It's time for a little Van Halen. We're getting funny in the back of my car. I'm sorry, honey, if I took it just a little too far. Yes, too far. So I told the fellas out behind the bar, told them to tell you, honey, just how fine you are. Yes, you are. You see, I'm begging you, please. Begging on my knees. Saying I can't wait to feel your love tonight. See you driving on and down my road. I tell you, honey, you're the prettiest girl I know. Yes, that's for sure. But better use it up before it gets old. Oh, I tell you, honey, don't you let your heart go. No. I'm a begging you, baby, begging on my knees. I can't wait to feel your love tonight. Feel your love tonight. I can't wait to feel your love tonight. I can't wait. Well, I've been working since the 10 of night. I tell you, sugar, by midnight I'll be flying high. Well, if the town will ever have all the time, I'll tell you, honey, by morning you'll be fine. Yes, all mine. You know I'm begging you, baby, begging on my knees. I can't wait to feel your love tonight. I can't wait to feel your love tonight. I can't wait to be your loving tonight. I can't wait. I can't wait to feel your love tonight. I can't wait to feel your love tonight. I can't wait to be your loving tonight. I can't wait to feel your love tonight. I can't wait to be your loving tonight. I can't wait to feel your love tonight. I can't wait. I can't wait to feel your love tonight. How good is that? I was going to say, how good was that? But every single time, it's like the first time with that Van Halen. You know how it is with great music. It transcends time. So speaking of music, this is the Maselli Show. I'm Paul Maselli. Hello, welcome everybody. Wet hair still. Sorry about that. It'll be nice and dry and puffy by the end of the show. And got the cat over here keeping us company. And I'm a world tour drummer from a band called Led Zeppelin. We did Led Zeppelin reggae with Elvis. And that was a lot of fun. So one of my biggest inspirations, of course, is John Bonham. Led Zeppelin. And I'm going to have to let this play a little bit here. I'm going to share this tab with full screen. Have you ever heard the Led Zeppelin, How the West Was Won, the live show? You're going to hear a little bit of it right now. Moby Dick, anyway. Let's go. So I'll keep that in the background and chat a little bit. But we're going to get to some drum licks here, man. Who likes Led Zeppelin? Anybody like Led Zeppelin out there? Woo! So Dread Zeppelin, I got to do John Bonham kind of stuff, but also with the reggae. So the upbeats, kind of like with Stuart Copeland. Listen to that. Okay, now we're going to... So anyway, I'm going to pull up some information here about a couple things. So here you go. Check it out. I mean, already that feel is amazing. Already, anybody try to duplicate the feel of that? He's swinging already just as he's playing on stuff. The man was the beast. John Henry Bonham, rocking the Moby Dick. It's funny, in Dread Zeppelin, Tortelvis was our singer, and he would, being an Elvis impersonator, he would kick me off the drums to do the Moby Dick. Dread Zeppelin would do Moby Dick. And he would just do kind of a quick drum solo. That was pretty funny. So I've got to work on this. I mean, to keep that going like that, and he's creating there as he's playing. Of course, he's done it enough times. He knows what he can create with, and that's what it is when you're playing music or drums, for example. You practice and practice your thing, but what kind of licks and things do you have in your bag of tricks that you can then bring out, kind of make your own and play them? And I was listening to Stuart Copeland, little interview on Rick Beato's channel. I think I should get the video for that. I don't know if they have video for this show, but certainly the song remains the same. Let me show the video because we're on video here. But also we're streaming live, and Gene over at Hamilton Radio, who we're with, we're being aired by Hamilton Radio, and he sent me over some links where people can listen. So let's see what we got. We got HamiltonRadio.net. Then there's iHeart.com. It looks like you look under Hamilton Radio. So I
post those links. If Gene, you want to post the links in our chat? I don't know if anybody's going to see them, but at least they're there. I can post them too. So Hamilton Radio, yeah, we're on Alexa and Google, Hamilton Radio, Oldie, Roku under Live 365. As John Bonham is just beating the heck out of those drums. Turn that down a little bit. All right, cool. Oh yeah, I got my glasses on. Sexy, yeah. So anyway, I was saying about Stuart Copeland. He was talking on the Rick Beato show the other day, which Rick Beato has a channel and he's doing great things. He's interviewing artists and he's critiquing or explaining music and music theory and stuff. So thank you, Rick, for all of that. I watch your show all the time. He's got great stuff on there. Stuart Copeland from The Police is on there talking about he doesn't play anything the same twice, you know, like always kind of creating. But he has requests to please play that lick that you do that everybody loves, and you know, different licks that he has that have become, as we the listener listen, we like, oh, here comes that lick we all love, and if you don't play it, you know, you might disappoint. So that's the thing. And then being live versus recorded and all that. Van Halen is live and recording live. And that's the fun of live, too, is that anything can happen. And Van Halen even left a few things in their recordings that weren't perfect. Well, that's a whole nother subject. You got many artists that aren't perfect, out of tune a little bit, but that's the human element, right? And that's what makes for the feel, too. Because if now we're like digitizing everything and making it perfect, that's a different kind of creation, I guess. You know, we can't say it's bad or find fault with it. I mean, we can find fault with it, but you know, I try to embrace the things. You know, like some people say, "Oh, I don't like pop music or those pop." Well, it's popular for a reason, one reason or another. And I certainly like to have more popularity with my music than anything else, right? So, but yeah, let's see what we're gonna do with John Henry Bonham. We're gonna let him keep going. He's gonna go to his hands in a minute. Look, he's already been going 7 minutes. That's impressive. Skip on down. What happens towards the end here? John Henry Bonham. Wow, still going. What's that? 16 minutes. 16 and a half. 17 and a half. Still just blazing a trail there. There we go. John Henry Bonham. Wow. How long does it take to end a song? It depends what band you're listening to. That took at least a minute. Led Zeppelin to do their ending there. I always loved the Van Halen endings too. I love everything Van Halen. So I'm looking to get my own original thing going here. I'm in the Spokane. Where am I? I'm Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, near Spokane, Washington. Here at my sister and brother-in-law's place. Been out here. I'd like to show you the outside. We got the forest, like literally right out here. What's going to happen? See this setting. I'm going to make it so you can see outside. Get my virtual background. Take it off. Okay, here we are in the bedroom, the Maselli Show, rocking and rolling. Look at that. Is it doing it now? Let me see. I think it looks like it is. Yeah. Woo. So here, should we see the forest outside there? Look at that. Got a little American flag art there. Can you see that? Got the cat here. Hey, kitty. Lucky kitty sleeping away. So we got the forest. Living out here, foresty neighborhood. Back that way, we got the lake, Hayden Lake. No snow today. Snow we thought was about over in the spring and some rain and stuff. So right up that way, I walk up the street, and like a half a mile or so up there is a trail into the forest. Just like, for example, one of them. So this last night, even on my Facebook page, you can see I was walking into the forest and I found, oh, there was a stick, like a perfect like shepherd stick. So I filmed that, put that on Facebook, of course. Got to film and show everything. And so I'm walking in there, and it's just incredible. The peacefulness, the energy of the trees. When I was in there before with my sister, somebody said, yeah, tree energy is the best. And it's true. By the way, I think we have a number of people can call in if they want to talk live, or I can even send a link if somebody wants to join in and chat a little bit. I can't see all my channels all at the same time. Well, I can if I click around. But let's see over here on the Facebook. Well, actually, you can even text me at 727-678-9659, and I can even have you on the phone. And let's see, where would somebody be able to see this if I posted it? Because this is on StreamYard. So I'd have to post my, oh, I could post it right here on the screen. That's right. I have an option for that. So I'll work on that at some point. But walking in the forest up here is amazing. I'll be doing this after the show because I have to come back down to earth after doing something like this. Because for some reason, doing a show like this, you know, it's streaming out there and people can see it and critique it, and you got to do your thing. I mean, this isn't a show like I'm used to do. Like, I'm used to going up and playing an instrument, right? So I'm talking through the instrument, whether it's the drums or the guitar or bass. I love playing bass too. Now I'm doing some singing, doing the Elvis character. I heard Mama said the way you move, in like a Dred Zeppelin setting. So it's a different kind of performance we got going here. This is talking. So you know, here we are talking to you. Got the cat over here. Might want to chime in. And look what the cat does. You pet him, and he's like, "Okay, let's play. I got sharp claws. Check it out." Yeah, you do have sharp claws, buddy. How about I put a sweater on or something so you don't pierce my skin? I was at the doctor, and he said, I was going to ask you about that. Yeah, I got the cat scratching me over here. It's my own fault because I kind of let him and play with him. But this cat's like that. Do any of you have a cat that likes to scratch? I mean, that's what you got the post for too, right? The scratching post and that kind of thing. So we got one in the living room who got oh yeah, isn't that right, kitty? Oh yes. You want to come over here and be on the show? Well, we could just put you on anyway. Look, he's rearing his beautiful head. Hey, kitty, say hi. Lucky kitty. Can you see? Hi, meow. Like, don't bother me. I'm not eating. I'm sleeping. You know the phrase. Don't bother me. I'm eating. Well, don't bother me. I'm sleeping. Okay, so we got walking in the forest, and I was in there a couple, 2, 3 weeks ago, and there was one of the trees. I mean, there's a ton of beautiful trees and trees that have fallen and all this nature stuff. It's just unbelievably peaceful. And I'm thinking, where's the live creatures? Because we also have deer running around here and turkeys. Just last night I'm out walking and the deers are this way and that way, and then the turkeys come, 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 come. Imagine you're walking like, come, 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 come. Isn't that right, kitty cat? And you walk back in the house and the cat goes, right, play with me now. So anyway, one of the trees is fallen over out there, of many, and that at the base of it, it's from a distance. Whoa, that looks like a cub, a bear cub. So I'm like, I'm gonna look around here for a second, make sure the mama bear's not around. And I'm sure you can hear me. Otherwise, you'd have told me, right, Gene? Yeah. Okay. I don't see my gauge going up and down, but maybe I'm looking in the wrong spot. As long as you can hear me. So I'm looking around, baby cub, bear cub means mama cub somewhere nearby, but it wasn't a cub. So that's the base of the tree. Oh my God, I got to film that, So that's on my page somewhere and in my reels. Also on TikTok. Got to use all the social media. Got the Facebook, the Instagram, the LinkedIn, the YouTube, the TikTok, the Twitter, now X. Those are the major ones. And then you got some of the other ones trying to chime in there. So I filmed that and posted on most all of those. And I'm filming, I'm walking over. It looks like a bear cub right till I get like a foot away. And then all of a sudden you see it's the bottom, it's a base of the tree that had fallen over. It was shaped like a bear cub. So that was interesting. So I filmed that and posted that up on all the social media. Because why? What are we doing with the social media? We're trying to do something, attract attention, be entertaining, post something of interest. Like Gary V. I'm not sure how to say his last name. Is it Vandercheck? Not Vanderbilt. I don't think he's a Vanderbilt. That's a whole nother subject right there. One of the major families. Vandercheck. I think it's Gary V. They call him. Like, yeah, you got free advertising these days. So, and everything comes back to marketing. Every single thing I'm doing or do, guess what? Even this show needs marketing. So, hey, I got this new thing I'm doing. Okay, I got a band, I got a show, I got a product I'm selling. Needs marketing. And so utilizing all that social media is a great way to market because it's all free right now. You can get into the paid ads, and apparently that's where you can strike gold even more. I mean, we can post things and try to go viral, and that's that certainly happens and can happen. But let's see what else we got from the Van Halen boys over here about going viral. Do they have something about that? I'm pretty sure they must. Oh, I know what it is. Yeah, you get an eruption and go viral on social media, right? Here we go. Gotta have a little "You Really Got Me," baby. Come on. Oh, somebody give me an announcer. Hey, what's going on?
You better call me a doctor.
That's right. If you go viral and have an eruption, you might need a doctor. Miley Cyrus has a new song out, something about that. She's killing it, that girl. Where she wins a Grammy and got the buy herself flowers. You know how it is. You might get a little lonely sometimes. Buy yourself some flowers to walk through things for you. But she's got that other song out now. I want to reshare that one. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I like it. She's doing a bit of a Tina Turner thing. She's got the kind of the outfit and the look and the grooming and the attitude. Cool. Okay. Somebody give me a doctor, yeah. So I'm wearing one of the shirts from my sons. They're Walking Dead, and I'm not really familiar with the show because I kind of more watch comedies, romantic comedies, things to kind of lift my spirit. Because things that are more violent and it's like Prince said, what you put in, you're gonna get out, kind of thing, right? So I think The Walking Dead is probably something along the more drama kind of thing. Yeah, somebody could fill me in, but my son loves the shirt. But I got it for him. They're called hand me ups. When your kids are giving you those clothes they don't want to wear anymore, they're hand me ups. That's what I call it. They got me some hand me ups. But listen, I felt like I was the Walking Dead for decades, off and on. It's like always been like a challenge, with fatigue and so forth. So how I ended up out here in my sister's place is because I had a awful fatigue issue, and so here it really got me. That's what I'm saying. What's this? Eruption again? I gotta. Oh, I see. They're playing it at the beginning of "You Really Got Me." So just don't let that play. They run that. Can't get enough Eddie, right? So I have this horrible fatigue issue plaguing me. It's kind of getting worse and worse over the years because I'm kind of high energy, also. Like being a drummer and a performer, you spend energy and then you need to eat and all this kind of stuff. So come to find out, I shouldn't be doing the gluten and the sugar and the dairy. Well, it really got me. You know what I'm saying?
You really got me now. You got me so I can sleep at night. Girl, you really got me now. You got me so I know the way I'm going, yeah. Oh, yeah. You really got me now. You got me so I can sleep at night. You really got me. Oh, you really got me. Oh, you really got me. Please, don't ever let me be. I only wanna be by your side.
So you get the idea. See, I hate to turn it down because a great part of the song's coming. So let's go. Yeah. So I was telling Gene from Hamilton Radio the other day when we started the show last week, we do this all day long, man. I mean, just playing favorite music and talking about certain subjects. Look at Big Alex down there rocking. So I got some Van Halen stories. Like, oh, so much to talk about. I was in a band with Michael Anthony's younger brother. Michael Anthony is the bass player right there from Van Halen. And he lived in Arcadia. And I grew up in Arcadia. So I was in a band with his younger brother back in junior high. And we got to go backstage. I was like, what was I? 14 years old. I go backstage and meet Van Halen, man. Whether I was dead or alive, I just got my wisdom teeth pulled. Is that right? I think the lower one. Yeah, my sister was asking me about that the other day. I just got my lower wisdom teeth out. It was an operation, so I was on meds for the pain. And got to go backstage. We went in a limo from Michael Anthony's house. What venue was it? I don't know if it was Coliseum or something like that. There were a lot of great bands playing. So we took our little pad, got the autographs, met David Lee Roth. Sitting there, he was talking to reporters saying, yeah, we got the lights and the stage and everything. How you doing, man? Get you an autograph? What's your name? And he writes, and I still have it. I've posted it on my Facebook page. Like every year it comes up, I'll post it. He's all right, Paul. There's a star, finds his name. Like, wow, this guy's bigger than life, Then there was got Alex and Michael's autograph. Then Eddie was over talking to Rick Nielsen from Cheap Trick. So I walked over there and didn't want to interrupt him, but I did because I wanted an autograph. So, Eddie, get your autograph. Yep, and he wrote something cool too. Look out for Paul, I think he wrote. I mean, that's cool, isn't it? Like to take the time and do something like that. And with an extra couple of words, make it memorable and special. And then I didn't know Rick Nielsen very well or his work with Cheap Trick yet at that point. But I said, hey, can I get your autograph too? Seemed like the right thing to do. So I want to be like, okay, see ya. So I got autograph too, and come to find out, wow, Rick is really great. All the Cheap Trick stuff and the double neck. How many neck guitar does he have? He doesn't have a multiple neck. I'll have to look that up. We've got a bunch of necks. And then Bunny Carlos is a crack up. Got that little cigarette hanging out, playing the drums there. But I got more into Cheap Trick because I heard them more at some of the parties and stuff back in junior high and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's one Van Halen story. It's not even complete. And we went out to the front and watched them. And Alex said he was going to give me some drumsticks, but I never did get those. I wonder how Alex is doing these days, Because without your brother that you grew up with and bandmate that you created music with, that has just got to be one of the worst things to have happen. But you know, it is a part of life, passing away and death and all that. So we gotta seize the moments, right? Every day is a present. You gotta be in the present. So, oh, and Van Halen's playing Dead or Alive here right now. I'm playing. Yeah. What would be good next? Pick one, anyone, huh? I kind of like. We played this the other night. Dance the Night Away. Well, I tried to play it anyway. You know. Yeah. Little rescue there on that one. Especially when he gets into the tapping stuff. We'll have to turn that up when he gets into the tap. Yeah, that's cool. You can see what's kind of coming up there. Yeah, so we went out to this place. What's it called? Shout out to Cruisers. Cruisers in a place called Post Falls. We call it near the state line. So I'm here. This is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, French name. I forget the meaning right now. I think it has something to do with an angel. And then we're overlooking Hayden Lake. And then you got Spokane over half an hour or so. And then we went over there and played a little bit. They have an open jam over there on Wednesdays at the Red Room. I was over there. So I got all this video editing to do now because they had video that they recorded, multi-angles. So I was playing some drums, and then I went out and played some guitar. We did a few songs. I take it to another song, and mix it up. Singing too. So I've gotten into some singing because there's not always a singer there, and also trying to be the front man for my own version of Dred Zeppelin, calling it Fresh Zeppelin. Oh, gotta listen to this, Eddie. Yeah. So good, huh? With Michael Anthony. So great. Such a good guy. Nice guy. And the high singing part there, playing the bass. A very important part of the sound from that first Van Halen. Well, all the Van Halen up until Wolfie came in. So, there's another controversial subject. Some people voice their opinions about that. The fact in life is nothing stays the same. Everything changes. It's either going to get better or it's going to get worse. So it's up to us to appreciate the beautiful girls in this world. See what I'm saying?
She was a seaside sitting, just smoking and drinking on ringside, on top of the world. Oh yeah. She had a drink in her hand, she had a toes in the sand. Oh wow, what a beautiful girl. Ah yeah. One sweet like honey with a little bit of ice, we don't know anyhow. Rich from the sea with the looks to be like she liked to fool around. What a snappy little baby, gonna keep her happy and accompany me to the ends of the earth. Ah yeah, that's why I said, here I am, ain't no winner of the world. No. All I need is a beautiful girl.
Thumb in the sun and he's having fun. And Mr. Roth went on to do his California Girls and all that. Yeah. So everything can be controversial, right? But nothing stays the same. So my point of view needs to be, all right, got to embrace change and do what we can with it. I mean, even the fact that I said beautiful girls, people can be offended these days if they're here. More solo.
Sit down right here. Ooh, la, la.
There's a lot of fun in their music. Ultimate party band, I think some might call it. It's humor, having fun. Eddie always smiling. Michael up there putting on a show. That's what it's about. Putting on the show, getting into it. We went to a place called the Knitting Factory here in Spokane Saturday night and saw a female AC/DC tribute band called Hell's Bells. And my friend Joey G, he was opening up with his band called the Mojo Band. And thanks for the invite, Joey G. But in Hell's Bells, they were the girl that was doing the Angus Young part. She was really selling it. She was doing like Angus Young and really rocking it out. And we could appreciate that. And it was interesting. Last time they were there, I think there were 1,200 people, but this time it was a convention for somebody, and they didn't market it that well. So it was like maybe 20 to 40 people. So we had our own private show, basically. But it was cool. We had a great time. Then walked down the street, went over to the Red Room, talked to them about bringing in my 70s disco band. Because this room would be a gold mine in Los Angeles. Streaming to Instagram. If you ended, I didn't do that. No. Should be cooler there. What's the matter? Oh, some Panama. Yeah, so we got the open jams at the Red Room on Wednesday now. We might book some shows. I'm looking around back to marketing, trying to book my disco band. I got my version of Dred Zeppelin where I'm being the Elvis up front. I call myself Maselli. And we got some video of that around too. But man, time just flies when you're doing your own show and talking a lot of stuff. And I'm gonna need a walk, come back down after this. Takes some getting used to, there's a lot of controls here. And I got thanks to Gene. Gene from Hamilton Radio.net. He posted something a couple weeks ago about, hey, anybody want to have their own show? And how did that connection happen? Well, that's because I was marketing my song, my new pop rock song, Sweet Lip. So I was looking around for places to play it. And guess what it all came back to again? Marketing. So I was paying somebody, I think that's Stephen Foster over there with this marketing machine, helping people get on indie radio and stuff. I think that's how I connected with Gene. No, maybe Gene came from Easy Way also, or maybe both. It could have been a double-angled thing. Easy Way is pretty cool. Talk more about that at some point as well. And so Gene plays our song Sweet Lips, which maybe I ought to bring that up also. There's just so much going on over here. And then, so we became friends on Facebook. And then he posted about anybody want to do their own show. And now that I've got my health all improved and back, I have the energy now to do this. I'm back in action. Let me pause that. And I'll be ready for that in a minute. Get a Sweet Lips coming at you in a second. And Sweet Lips, appreciated Gene. He been playing it on HamiltonRadio.net, and then now he's got me on here having my own radio show. And the time was right. It's like, yes, it's been on my to-do list for years. I've had the page up, the Maselli Show, been wanting to do a variety show and market my thing. So this is great. Now we just need to get some eyeballs, some more eyeballs, right? So I'm here to promote me and all the things I like and I do with Gene and Hamilton Radio. Then we can have guests and sponsors. And all this takes money. All it takes money, right? To market and promote. We got to break through all of this. We're all marketing, promoting something, whether it's positive or negative, but we're trying to sell something. Somebody's got to be marketing and promoting it. That's where we get into the paid ads. And we're about to hit Panama at the end here. Cool. Yeah, so I'm going to head over here to show you some of the Sweet Lips. So I flew Mary Ann Vanderhorst. Well, let me back up a second here. A little Sweet Lips story is, I'm going to share this tab. Now you got that showing. You can see Rick Beato over here. Okay, but I'm just going to put that full screen. See, I'm getting to know my way around here on my own show. So it's always been on my to-do list, of course, to do original songs. I've got plenty of rock songs, but I also like pop, and I like with the female vocals. So, but anytime I pick up the guitar, you know, you start playing something, you think, oh, that could sound good in a song, you know. So like, play a little D, and then I went down here. I didn't even know what chord this was, but it ends up being some kind of a C. And then I hit a wrong one. I said, "Oh, those sound good together." I was up one string too many. Oh, that would be a cool song. So I just laid down a beat and then put the bass and said, it sounds a little bit like a Beatles part in here. I can tell you where that was. Goes down and then Love You More. I was hearing that like from the Beatles, but we didn't put that in the song because you can get into infinite creations however you want to do a song, right? Go this way or that way. From here, it looks like my camera's frozen. I hope it's not. But in any way, as long as you can still hear me. Oh, here we go. We're back. So I got those two chords. I laid down the basic tracks, and then I said, oh, sounds like I need to put some leads on here. So the leads version, I don't know if I have that on Facebook, but we can play that some other time because we're running out of time here in a little bit, unless I find it. I was looking around for a singer who can help me write this song. So I found someone to help co-write it and paid them a little bit to help write the song. And then get this, that was like the most fun almost I've ever had collaborating with someone and bouncing the ideas back and forth. But they didn't want to get like, you know, if the song goes well, they just wanted to be paid the upfront part and that was it. It's like, okay, well, I guess I'm finding a new performance singer. So I looked around and promoted all over the place and marketing, and found Mary Ann Vanderhorst. She did very well on X Factor. She sang Halo by Beyonce. You can look it up. Halo, Beyonce, X Factor. It's got like 23 million views. And so I shot Mary Ann a message and she responded, and I sent her over the track and she did it and she sent it back. I'm like, okay. So thinking high and mighty, flew her in to do the recording of it. And with a friend of mine, co-producer, I found we were doing some background work on a show, and I met him. Oh, the producer that knows what he's doing, Paris Alexander. And so went over there and started recording it all, and flew Marianne in, and he put his producer touch on there. So it looks like I might be a little froze here. Let's see. Let's see. I'll just keep talking in case it's still going. But heading back over here, we're gonna play a little Sweet Lips. My camera. Could be my internet connection. I don't know. I'm gonna go look over here on my phone, see what's happening. Are we still live? Are we still live? Yep, still live. That's good. Some people can't view your post because